how much can you really do on your own as a business owner before you have to look for help? You know, I think on this journey, we develop a slight pride in what we do. And sometimes pride can be very, very dangerous because with enough pride in a certain situation and in our own things that we're doing, we're not willing to reach out for help. We're thinking that we could do anything and everything. And I remember when I started out, when I was doing these things, I kind of mapped out everything that I was going to be doing, right? I got super excited about starting my own business. I opened up the LLC. I was ready. I was a digital agency owner. And so I remember I had this paper out and I was like, well, what services can I offer? Well, I could run their social media. So I wrote that down. I was like, oh, I could do some advertising for businesses. So I wrote that down. If they need a logo design, I could probably do that. So I wrote that down. Gosh, what else can I do for these businesses? I could do some video editing, and I'm putting all these things in this big pile. And now really what I'm trying to do is become this one-stop shop for business owners. And while that's kind of the persona that people sometimes take on as a digital agency owner, I think it's a very flawed business model. And here's why, especially if you're just starting out. Naturally, what we all want to do is we want to do all this stuff ourselves. So you see, when I was going out and I was trying to acquire customers, I was trying to impress them because I really wanted clientele, right? I wanted to fulfill my dreams of making all this money and making everybody proud. And in order to do that, I needed to go out and I needed to physically get these clients. And so I remember a lot of times I would have a plan in my head. And typically I'd be feeling really excited when I go to meet with these people in person finally. And typically the one thing on my mind was social media management because I was concerned about that and I was going to change the world with my social media management because everybody else sucked at running their social media, right? That's not really a mindset to have going into a business, but that was honestly how I was feeling. I was really into myself. I was really into my ideas. I was really into what I was doing as a business owner and I thought I was the best choice for them. And so, I'd pull up to these business owners. I'd have my little polo on. I'd, button one of them up. I'd be looking in the mirror. I'd do my hair and everything would be looking good. I'd go in there with a smile on my face. I'd be sitting up completely straight, and I'd look for the business owner. I'd give them a nice firm handshake and I look them in their eyes and I'd be like, so you want to get down to business? I guess that's a clever opener. I don't really think it is. But what would actually happen is I'd be so uptight about what I had in my mind, what I had for them, what I thought they needed, that I wasn't really listening. So really, I would tell them that they needed social media management and they would keep coming back with objections. I don't really want somebody to run my social media. I'm running my social media just fine. I don't really need you there to do it. How is paying you to run my social media going to be any different than what I'm doing now? Tell me. And really, I didn't have any means to add value to anything that they were saying. So when I got into a situation like that, it kind of became more of a battle between who is better, right? And I didn't have much confidence behind any of that stuff. So if they said, how are you going to run my social media better than I am? It was just kind of like, I don't know, I just am, dude. Like, look at me, I'm awesome. That was really my only defense. But what arose because of that was this feeling inside me as I was going to business meeting after business meeting after business meeting. Now I began to run through these motions, and in my head, I was getting these emotions telling myself, you're obviously not good at any of this stuff. You can't sell anybody on any of these services. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if they need social media management. It doesn't matter if they need advertising, SEO, you name it. You are the problem, and you are the reason why you're not successful. What the heck are you doing with your life? And, the plan was really to have $10,000 a month. The plan was to provide for myself and my wife. The plan was to make everybody proud, but I couldn't do that because I was getting in the way of my own success. I wasn't giving myself permission to be successful. I wasn't looking at the bigger picture and saying, hey, what's that one thing I'm good at? Because the truth of the matter is everybody wants to be that one-stop shop. Everybody wants to be that person that when somebody is like, oh, you know, I need this. They're like, yeah, pick me. But they're not being realistic in the sense of, well, what am I honestly good at? And what can I provide you so much value with that you're always going to keep coming back to me, regardless of what I'm going to charge you, because you know you're going to be getting a return on your investment. I wasn't thinking of return on investment for the customer. I was thinking of a return in my wallet, a return in my bank account every month. And that's the wrong way to think. And you see, it wasn't until very, very recently when I was picking up the phone and going back through this cycle of cold calling businesses, trying to pitch them on website services, trying to pitch them on sales funnels, trying to pitch them on everything in between, to where I finally got into this place of saying, hey, I know I'm good at this one thing. I'm going to stick to that one thing. If I'm talking to anybody and they need anything else, I'm no longer asking myself, how can I accomplish that for them? I'm dusting that off and putting that to the side. And if I still want to work with them, now I'm asking myself, who can I look to that can do that for them as easy as I can do what I'm good at, so I can stay in my lane, do my thing, you know, make these people happy with what I'm doing, getting them a return on their investment with what I'm doing, while everybody else is in their own place, and we're falling together in this big group of people that can now be a successful digital agency. So I don't like this scenario that people put themselves in, that they now have to be this one-stop shop, because trust me, I've tried it and tried it again, and really you're just going to fall short, because naturally what people are starting to do is they're starting to be unrealistic with themselves. You're starting to tell these people, hey, I can do this, this, and that for you, when you're walking away from that asking yourself, you know, how the heck am I actually going to do this? Am I going to be successful? Am I going to make them proud? Are they going to say it was a return on their investment? Or are they going to be mad at me and they're going to slander my name and not ever want to work for me again? Because really, you only have one reputation. And so if you're going out there saying that you're good at everything and trying to do everything yourself when really you're just going to fall short, you're kind of getting in a dangerous place. So that's the mindset I'm in. And I feel like as a digital agency owner, or just a business owner, or just a person in life, we have to be realistic with the things that we are good at. It's okay to not be good at everything. It's okay to need other things done, or even clients asking you for other things. But we now have to look to the who's of the people that can get that stuff done for us. And I promise you, if you can get into that mindset, your business, your life, everything around you will change forever. All right, so here in a second, there's actually going to be a video that's going to pop up maybe somewhere over here or over here. Really, we're just going to kind of take a step back, and I'm going to talk to you about how, honestly, I became a victim of my own life. I really opened up to you in this video and talked about my struggles of being in a wheelchair and the progression of my life up to where I am right now. So I really challenge you, if you haven't seen that video already, it's going to pop up somewhere over here or over here. You're going to want to click on that video. It's going to be awesome. I hope you guys enjoy it. You know what? I know you guys will enjoy it, but we'll talk to you guys next time.